Hello students, welcome to the channel Brain Drain. This video is for class 9 math chapter 2 polynomials part 6. In this video we will study about the identities. This video is for identities, but in my previous video part 5 I explained you the factorization of quadratic and cubic polynomial. In that one topic was left, that factorization of quadratic polynomial with roots. So first I will explain these polynomials, that how to factorize the quadratic polynomial with roots. Then we will move to identities. So for that I have taken two examples, two polynomials, 4 root 3x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3. So you can see roots are there, but the procedure is same. There is no change in procedure. What was the procedure? Step 1, that you first multiply coefficient of x square and constant term. So you multiply here, you can draw rough margin. So multiply 4 into root 3 into 2 into root 3, because if there is no sign between these two, so there is multiplication sign. So I told you that roots calculation are just same as variables. So first you multiply these two, 4 into 2 8 and root 3 into root 3 3. So which number is coming? 24. And what is there in the middle term? 5. And subtraction sign. These three things you have to point, that multiplication of these two, this sign and the middle term. So you have to split this middle term in this way, that the subtraction should be equal to 5 and multiplication should be equal to 24. Means you need two digits, then the multiplication must be 24 and subtraction must be 5. So I think 8 and 3, because 8 into 3 is 24 and 8 minus 3 5. So now put your values here. Only we will change the middle term, 8x minus 3x. Now open the bracket. There is no change because plus sign is here. Now make pairs, first pair and the second pair. Now what can be taken common from this first pair? You see here 4 root 3 and 8. 4 is the multiple of these both numbers, so 4 can be taken common, and x is there in the both terms, so x also can be taken common. So what is left in this term? 4 we have taken common and 1x, so root 3x. And in this term plus 8 divided by 4, 2 is left. X we have taken common. So what is left? Root 3x plus 2. Now take minus common from the next pair, 3x minus 2 root 3. And another number 2 cannot be taken common, because in this term is not the multiple. This term cannot be divided by 2. So 2 cannot be taken common. But root 3 can be taken common. Why? Because 3 is equal to root 3 multiply root 3. When we will multiply root 3 into root 3, 3 will be the answer. You know already. So in this 3, 2 root 3 into root 3 is there. And in this term also root 3 is there. So root 3 can be taken common. So when we will take root 3, 1 root 3 is cut. So 1 root 3 will left and x. And in this term minus 2, not minus 2, because minus is common. So minus we will change the sign, plus 2 will left. Now you can see both brackets are coming same. So take this bracket common, and what is left here? 4x and minus root 3. So what are the two factor of this polynomial? Root 3x plus 2 and 4x minus root 3. Then also if you want to check your answer, so you can multiply these brackets. If this same polynomial will come, so these factors are correct. Now come to the next example which I have taken. What is the difference in this example? In this example, root number is there in the middle term. So you can see there is no number here. So it means only 30 we will take. So you need two numbers. The multiplication of these two numbers should be 30 and subtraction should be 3 root 3. This sign. subtraction should be 3 root 3. If subtraction should be 3 root 3, so it is mandatory that root 3 should be there in both the numbers. I told you, again I am repeating, that the root calculation is same as variables. अगर आपको subtraction, if you need after subtraction 2x, so x should be there in both the terms. So 6x minus 4x will be 2x, or 3x minus 1x will be 2x, but you cannot write only 3 minus 1 equal to 2x. Same here, if you after subtraction, if you need 3 root 3, so root 3 is mandatory in both the terms. Now you think the numbers that multiplication should be 30 and subtraction should be 3 root 3. So if I am taking 5 here and 2 here, so 5 root 3 minus 2 root 3 is equal to 3 root 3. 5 minus 2 3 होता है और root 3 तो है ही. Now you see is multiplication is also coming equal to 30 or not. If yes, then we can take these two numbers. So 5 into 2, 10. Root 3 into root 3, 3. And 10 into 3 is equal to 30. So yes, these both numbers are correct. So we can split this middle term in these both numbers. So x square 5, so in place of 3 root 3 we will write these two numbers, 5 root 3x minus 2 root 3 x minus 30. Now all the steps are same, plus because positive sign is here, so no need to change anything. 5 root 3x minus 2 root 3 x minus 30. Pairs, only x can be taken common because there is no number here. So x plus 5 root 3 will left, take minus common. You see 2 also can be taken common because 2 is also the factor of 30, and root 3 also can be taken common. So what will left here? Only x. Then minus sign we will change because minus also we have taken common. Now how to get that what is left from 30 after taking common 2 root 3? So you come here, you first split 30. First divide 30 by 2 because 2 we have taken common, 15 is left. Now 15 can be written as 3 into 5, or it can be written as 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3 into 5, and root 3 also you have taken common. So what is left? Only 5 root 3. So when will you take 2 root 3 common from 30? So 5 root 3 will left. So both brackets are same, take common, and the another bracket will be x minus 2 root 3. So these two are the factors of this polynomial. I hope it's clear. When roots number are there with first and last term, when root number is there in the middle term, both I have explained. Now move forward to identities. Last exercise, but very important exercise of polynomials. In this exercise we will apply identities in each and every questions. So 9 identities I have written. The 10th one I have not written, that we will do later. So first identity is x plus a, x plus b. First listen to me carefully, all of you, that only learning the identity is not enough. You have learned the all the identities, it's not enough. You should know the logic behind the identities, and you should know that where to apply which identity, कहाँ कौन सी identity apply करनी है, ये भी आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. ठीक है, तो ये आइडेंटिटी का क्या मतलब है? व्हेन यू हैव टू फैक्टर्स, व्हेन यू हैव टू factors, two expressions, you can say in multiplication, when you have two expressions in multiplication, and in these expression first term is same but the second terms are different. जिन दो expressions में जो आपके पास multiplication में हैं, अगर उनमें first term same है और second term different है, then you will apply the first identity. Plus minus साइन यू कैन चेंज अकॉर्डिंगली, जो भी आपके क्वेश्चंस में. मेन आपको क्या ध्यान रखना है कि फर्स्ट टर्म सेम है और सेकंड टर्म डिफरेंट है. यू कैन सी एक्स एंड एक्स, बोथ टर्म्स आर सेम इन बोथ एक्सप्रेशंस एंड सेकंड आर डिफरेंट. See, these multiplications can be find out by the simple multiplication which we were doing, but identities, why we are applying these identities? To make easier and shorten our calculation, ताकि हमें कम टाइम में और इजी तरीके से हम इन एक्सप्रेशंस की मल्टीप्लाई कर सकें, ठीक है. So when you will have first term same and second term different in two expressions, then we will apply the identity x plus a and x plus b. So what is the identity? X square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. So the identity is x square plus a plus b, means the same term square plus different term sum into x plus ab. X square plus a plus b into x plus a into b. Clear? Now the second identity is when you can see in two expressions both terms are same and positive sign is there. Both terms are same. X x first term is also same, y y second term is also same. So this identity is of x plus y whole square. ये आपने पहले भी पढ़ी होगी, x plus y whole square. Here I am just showing you where to apply this identity. ये a plus b whole square या x plus y whole square आइडेंटिटी कहाँ अप्लाई करनी है? जहाँ दोनों टर्म सेम है और पॉजिटिव साइन है. सो व्हाट इज द आइडेंटिटी? एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस 2xy प्लस वाई स्क्वायर, और यू कैन से ए स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab प्लस बी स्क्वायर. आपको ए और बी में ईजी लगता है, देन यू कैन डू दिस आइडेंटिटीज इन ए एंड बी टर्म्स. और इफ यू आर thinking that these identities are easy in x and y terms, so you can use in x and y terms. It's on you. Okay, now x minus y whole square. So what, where to apply this identity? When again the both terms are same in both the expressions but negative sign is there. So it's just say is the same identity, only we will change the sign in the middle term, minus 2xy. So x square minus 2xy plus y square. Now the fourth identity and very important identity, both terms are same but one expression is positive and the another expression is of negative. जैसे इनमें दोनों पॉजिटिव हैं, एक में दोनों नेगेटिव हैं, एक में एक पॉजिटिव है और एक नेगेटिव है. तो ये आइडेंटिटी क्या होगी? x plus y, x minus y will be equal to x square minus y square. अब इसे ही ले लीजिए. You have two expression. In these two expressions both terms are same. One expression is of positive, one expression is of negative, and you don't know the identity. So what you have to do? First you have to multiply x into these both, then y into these both, then you will solve. Ultimately answer will come in this form only. So why to do this much of calculation? Why don't apply the identity? Fine. Now next identity, where you have the three terms x plus y plus z and whole square of the three terms. In this and in the first one, the signs you will take according to your questions. This can be x minus y plus z whole square, this can be x plus y minus z whole square, or all three terms can be minus. So according to these signs you will change sign in your identity also. First I will write the identity of when all three terms are positive. So x plus y plus z whole square identity is x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy प्लस दो दो की मल्टीप्लाई, पहले तो इन तीनों का इंडिविजुअल स्क्वायर, देन एक्स वाई, देन वाई जेड, देन एक्स जेड. ठीक है, प्लस 2xy प्लस 2yz प्लस 2xz. दैट्स इट. So individual square और all three terms, then 2 into first 2, then 2 into next 2, मतलब दो दो का प्रोडक्ट करना है. ठीक है. So this is the identity of three terms whole square. Now the cubic identities. X plus y whole cube means you have three expression. In these all three expressions the terms are same and the sign is of positive. That identity is called x plus y whole cube. So this identity is x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square. Sometimes it can be written 3xy and in bracket x plus y. That you have also you have to open. So why don't you write directly that the identity of x plus y whole cube is x cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3x y square. Now negative 1. So the identity is same, just only signs will be different. X cube minus y cube minus 3x square y plus 3x y square. So only these two terms sign will be changed. Why not this? Because this is y square. तो जब हम माइनस का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा प्लस. ठीक है, और क्यूब माइनस ही रहता है और इसमें तो y का स्क्वायर नहीं है, x का स्क्वायर है. x इज ऑलरेडी पॉजिटिव, दैट्स वाई ओनली दीज टू term sign will be changed. Now x cube plus y cube, this is the whole cube and this is the individual cube. Don't be confused in these two. X plus y whole cube is different and x cube plus y cube is different. Okay, so this identity is because x cube was plus y cube, so first you write x plus y in bracket and another bracket will be x square minus xy plus y square. So this is the identity of x cube plus y cube, x plus y, x square plus y square minus xy. Now the last identity is x cube minus y cube. Only just change the sign here, x minus y. Here all the terms will be positive because minus y, तो माइनस माइनस यहाँ प्लस हो जाएगा और प्लस वाई का स्क्वायर भी प्लस वाई होता है और माइनस का स्क्वायर भी प्लस वाई होता है, तो यहाँ तो पॉजिटिव ही रहेगा. सो द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ एक्स क्यूब माइनस वाई क्यूब इज एक्स माइनस वाई एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स वाई प्लस वाई स्क्वायर. So these all identities should be on your tips before starting this exercise. Fine. So I am giving you the time of one day. Next day I will upload the exercise 2.5 questions video, but till then you first learn all the identities, understand them, and all the identities should be on your tips. ऐसा नहीं कि when you will do solve the question then you will check that which identity I have to apply and what is the identity, so you are just checking again and again. So I am giving you one day, learn all the identities. Clear? Thank you.